I just got back from Big Sis Retreat with one of my best friends where we hunkered down and worked on our business for the whole weekend together. And here are the things that I learned. One thing that I learned is sometimes you just need to kick it with your homies for more than an hour. Outside of the rushed time period that is the usual hangout of life as adults, like unstructured time with your friends is so needed and important and like amazingly refreshing. Like we kind of were lazy Saturday morning, but we stayed up till like 3, 4 in the morning every night we were there and just kind of like vibed and worked and tapped in and out and flowed a consistent alignment that worked for us. But like it took us a little while to get there because we're getting to know each other again. Obviously we've known each other our whole lives, but like change. So you're getting to know each other again, you're catching up, but you're also like getting in a flow state. It was just so eye-opening that like part of the work was relaxing. Part of the work that we needed to do as like busy women in the world was to just chill. Friday night we chilled, we worked, we tapped in and out, in and out. It was so lovely. Actually, funny story, we had a movie playing that was like kind of like our timer. You'll never guess what movie it was. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, we watched it at least 10 times over the weekend. Every time it ended, we started it over. It was The Grinch. We watched The Grinch 10 times the whole weekend. Like not fighting the urge to chit chat, not fighting the urge to step in and out. I mean, we're humans. We're not going to work 24/7 and around the clock. And I think that's what we assumed when we went into the space, that we were going to just like work the whole time. And the fact that we just got to enjoy each other unstructured was just so refreshing and enjoyable. Too is like I really was fighting the urge to do the grunt work, like the work that I'm kind of like doing every day. I'm like, oh, I gotta answer emails, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that. Did a little bit of that, yes, but I also worked on my taxes, I worked on my website, my Calendly, getting my LinkedIn business page in order, things that I just like sometimes don't have enough time to do. I organized all of the pictures from the revamped Google Drives that were like in 2 separate email Google Drives. I say organize all, like I spent one whole Grinch movie. That's how we were organizing our time. One whole Grinch movie, organizing pictures. Come to find out that like Google Drive wasn't downloading everything from the file. So I thought I was organizing it all. Was I actually organizing it all? Not quite. And that might be a wash project that I worked on, but that's fine. It was really good to see the growth in that mental space, in that physical space where we were reflecting and we were sharing the wins and some of the challenges over the years, and to be able to go back into my old email and see the very first pictures from the very first swap I ever hosted was like so heartwarming. It was heartwarming. We have grown so much. It was a big piece. And I think reflection and gratitude and abundance, like doing the vision boards was a great way to kick off the weekend because we were able to like get in the mindset of creating our futures, participating in your future, planning in the present. Personally, I have for a long time use the title creative fairy godmother. I feel it deep in my bones. The community feels it, but I also like wear wings and ears often, and I've been feeling disassociated with that personification of myself, trying to find a way to express that version of me without a caricature. Vision board was really kind of trying to figure out what that becoming looks like and gets to be in the years to come. I do love a good dramatic moment with a wing and an ear, but like, are there other ways that we can do this? Kind of like shedding this old personification of who I needed to be for myself and my community at the time, and who I now need to become for me and my community in the projects that are following. Once was me in a fairy costume, or not really, and I would say this all the time, this is not a costume, this is who I am. It's required, and that part was needed. And I did that shit. Like I really did that, and it felt really, really good. But next year, the next 5 years, I get to look a little different in a way that feels like I'm not dressing up. I'm not putting on the magic. I'm not putting on the fairy. I just am the fairy godmother, the creative fairy godmother. A really interesting point of reflection in the weekend. It was a beautiful time. I feel like I got to see my city from a different lens. I was staying in someone else's home in Detroit. It was a beautifully done home. It was gorgeous. I'll share a video of it after this. Just home. I got to hang out with my gorgeous friend. We got to talk about our gorgeous past, all of our challenges. We got to relive some of that stuff, just like talking about it, and then like building our divine futures and aligned experiences, and just getting to like step away and focus on me was really, really nice. Highly recommend it. We're probably going to do this every year. So valuable and just so enjoyable to just be with your homie, with unstructured time, with a vision at hand and something that we're going to complete by the end of it. And maybe our lists were lofty, but it was cool to just be like, we're business owners, we're adults, we're doing this thing, but it also felt like a sleepover. We did the face masks, we did the whole bit. That was my little recap of my Big Sis weekend with my friend Christy. It was joyful, enjoyable. If you have the opportunity to do this with one of your friends, even if it's just at your houses, I highly recommend it. Spend time, like remember the slumber parties that we used to have. Even if you're just doing like a 24-hour at somebody's house, or a late night, like till 4 a.m, working on a project, crashing on the couch, and then heading home in the morning. It was intentional time, but it was unstructured time. And I think that was really, really important. So what are you doing personally? Your 2026, new year, new you. What is getting exciting for you? What's like rolling around in your belly of things that you want to work on? I would love to know. Great day.